Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to schedule home services fast on WhatsApp. So I run a home maintenance service and want my clients to book cleaning, plumbing and electrical services automatically via WhatsApp. So for that we are going to build a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, and this chatbot is going to save my time by reducing manual workload. So firstly in this video we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to build this automation or this chatbot, then let me take it towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to schedule home services fast on WhatsApp. So right before you on my screen you can see this is the flow I have created for creating the chatbot, and this chatbot is going to respond to your customer queries 24/7 while you are busy or unavailable. And not only this is also going to save the responses provided by your customers in the Google Sheet so that you can maintain a record. And now I am going to show you how you can create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business. So for that we are going to use Pabbly Chatflow. But before building this automation, I am going to show you the real working of this automation. So for that, let's move on to my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see I have already opened my WhatsApp, and now I am going to send a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here this number is saved as my test number. So here I am going to enter a message, and here you can see as I have entered this message, that is I need to book a home service, I am getting a welcome message with the list of the services I require. So this welcome message says, "Hi, welcome to Quick Home Services. We make booking home services fast and easy. Which service do you need today?" And here we are getting a list. So now let's open this list and check the services. So here you can see I am getting some of the services. So now let's select our first service, that is cleaning. And as I have selected this, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter the location. So now let's enter our location over here. So here I have entered this dummy location, and as I have provided my location, it is asking me to enter my preferred date. So now I am going to enter my preferred date. So now I am going to enter it, and as I have provided my preferred date, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my full name. So now I am going to enter my full name as testing user. So here I have provided my name as well, and as I have provided my name, I am getting a confirmation message which says your service is confirmed. Our team will arrive as scheduled for the date which I have recently entered. So here you can see I am getting personalized message, means I am getting the same date which I have recently entered over my WhatsApp chatbot. So you can also send personalized message to your customers by just using Pabbly Chatflow. Not only this, now let's move on to my Google Sheet which I have created for saving all these responses. And now let's move on to the Google Sheet and check whether the responses are received over there or not. So here you can see this is the Google Sheet I have created named as home service bookings, where I am getting 4 fields, that is full name, location, service and date. And here I am getting the same data which I have recently entered over my WhatsApp, that is full name as testing user, location as Bhopal, service is cleaning, and the date which I have recently entered over my WhatsApp. So now you can also create a WhatsApp chatbot like this for your own business, and for that you just have to access Pabbly Chatflow. And for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/chatflow. And once you will enter the URL, you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly. And here you can see we are getting 2 options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click over the sign up free, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow, you get 100 free credits every month for practicing the chatbot. And if you already have an existing account, you can simply click over the sign in. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly Community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in, as I already have an account on Pabbly Chatflow. And once you finish your sign up, you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see we are getting the products provided by Pabbly. You can access any of these products. And as we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot, for that we have to access this Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's click over this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, which can be seen here. And here on this dashboard page you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account. So you can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on this add add WhatsApp number button, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and manual token connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number, you can simply click over this manual token connect. So if you want to learn more about this process of adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly Chatflow account, you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot, for that we firstly have to create a flow. So for that you simply have to click over the flows given on the sidebar, and if you want to learn more about these features, you can find video link in the description given below. Now let's click over this flows given here, and as you will click over the flows, you will be landed to the flow builder page, and here you can see these are the flows created by me. So you can also create your own flow. So for that you simply have to click over this add flow button, and you will be landed to the flow page where you can see we are getting the option for entering the flow names. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So here I am providing it the name Schedule Home Services Fast on WhatsApp. You can provide name according to you. Now moving on forward, we are getting the option for trigger. So trigger is the action which is going to initiate our chatbot, and on this trigger we are getting many trigger events such as keyword rejects match, user starts conversation, template selected, and many more. But here I am going to use the same, that is keyword rejects match. Now you might be wondering what is this keyword and reject. So keywords are the words which initiate your chatbot. Now let's say I want to initiate my chatbot as soon as someone enters a message consisting of this word, that is services. So for that you simply have to make this word as your keyword. So you just have to type it and press the enter key, and here our one keyword is ready. Now I am going to add one more keyword, that is home. So here I have entered the keyword and press the enter key, and here our two keywords are ready. And afterwards we are getting the option for reject. So reject is basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used for the specific user input, and if you want to trigger any message, you can enter rejects like this, but as I have created my keyword, I will be removing this rejects from here. And now as we are done with our trigger, I am going to send a message consisting of the list. So for that we just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for list. So you just have to select it, and you will be getting this list node where you can create your own list and even enter the message also. So here in this list node, it is asking me to enter header, body, and footer for the list. So on the body section I am going to provide a message. So here you can see I have entered a welcome message for my customers in the body of the list, and afterwards I am going to provide a footer for this list. So here you can see I have provided the body and footer to the list. You can provide even the header, and afterwards I am going to add some items to this list. So for that you simply have to click over this add section, and here you have to enter the section title. So now I am going to enter my section title as services, and afterwards in this section I am going to add some items. So for that you just have to click over this add items, and here you have to enter the title of your first item. So now let's enter the title and create our first item of the list here. So here you can see I have entered the first item of my list, that is cleaning, and afterwards I am going to add some more items to this list. So now let's click over this add items and enter the title of our another items again. So here you can see I have entered two more items to my list, that is electrical and pest control. So with this we are done with the list. Now as soon as my user select any of these list items, I want to save that response. So for that we have to provide contact custom field to all these list items. So for providing the contact custom field, you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for set custom field. So you just have to select it or drag it, and here you can see we are getting this contact custom field action, which will help us to store extra information about our customers or the client. So now I am going to connect this first item, that is cleaning, with this action node, and in this contact custom field action it is asking me to select the contact custom field. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created, and you can also create your own contact custom field. For that you simply have to go to settings, and here you can observe that we are getting the option for contact custom field. So you just have to select it, and you will be landed to the contact custom fields page. But before that you have to save this flow so that you don't lose your data. Now as you will click over this contact custom fields, you will be landed to the contact custom fields page, which I have already opened, which can be seen here, and here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. So you can also create your own contact custom field. For that you simply have to click over this add more field button, and here you have to provide the field name, and afterwards you simply have to click over the save button, and your contact custom field will be created. But as I have already created my contact custom field, I will be selecting it over the Pabbly Chatflow. So here I am going to select select my contact custom field as service, which can be seen here. And afterwards I am going to enter the values. So here I have to enter the value for which I am going to create this contact custom field. So here I am going to create this contact custom field for this first list item, that is cleaning. So I will be entering this value, that is cleaning. So here we have created the contact custom field for this first list item. Now I am going to do the same for all these list items given here. So here you can see I have created contact custom field for the rest of the item, that is electrical and pest control. Now as soon as my user will select any of these list item, I will be receiving that response. Now if my user selects any of these list items, I am going to provide them some questions. So for that you simply have to go to actions, and here you can observe that we are getting the option for ask questions. So you just have to select it or drag it, and you will be getting the question action where you can enter the question which you want to ask from your clients or the customers. Now I am going to connect all these contact custom field actions with this question node, and afterwards I am going to enter a question asking for the location of the home service. So now I am going to enter my question over here in this question node. So here you can see I have entered this question asking for the location, and afterwards I am going to select my contact custom field as location, which can be seen here, and afterwards I am going to select my format as any. So here we are done with our first question, and in this way we are going to create some more questions for our clients. So here you can see I have entered another question asking for the preferred date, where I have selected the contact custom field as date and the format as date as well. And as I have selected my format as date, I am getting an option for entering the number. So here it is basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your customers for entering this date, and afterwards you can enter the validation message also. And the next question I have entered where I am asking for the full name, where I have selected the contact custom field as full name. So now as my user provide me all these details, I want to save that response over my Google Sheet. So for saving the response, we have to use Pabbly Connect, which can integrate Pabbly, Chatflow and Google Sheet. So for that you simply have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting this API request node. So just have to select this action node, and in this API request node it is asking me to paste the webhook URL. So for getting this webhook URL, we have to move to my Pabbly Connect account. And if you remember, I have told you about all Pabbly apps page, which can be seen here. And here on this all Pabbly apps page, you can see we are getting the option for Pabbly Connect. So now let's click over this access now button for accessing the Pabbly Connect, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, which can be seen here. And here on this dashboard page, I am going to create a workflow by integrating two applications, that is Pabbly Chatflow and Google Sheets. So now let's click over this create workflow button, and here you can see we are getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here I am going to select this newly launched workflow builder beta. So for that you simply have to click over this select button, and here it is asking me to enter my workflow name. So now I am going to provide it the same name which I have provided to my Chatflow. So now let's enter our workflow name here. So here you can see I have provided it the same name, and afterwards I am going to select my folder as Pabbly Chatflow. Now we simply have to click over this create button, and here you can see we are receiving this pop-up, and we are landed to the workflow page where we are getting the option for adding the triggers. So trigger is the application which is going to initiate our workflow. So in this case I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new message over the Pabbly Chatflow. So for that I am going to select my trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's click over here, and we will be getting this trigger setup page where you have to choose your trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow. Now afterwards I am going to select my app event as new message received. Now we simply have to click over this connect button for building the connection, and for building the connection I am getting this webhook URL which is required for the API request. So now let's copy this webhook URL, and let's move on to my Pabbly Chatflow again. And as I have clicked over this webhook URL, it is asking me to select my request methods. So here I am going to select my request method as post, as I am going to post my data over the Google Sheet, and afterwards I am going to paste the webhook URL which I have recently received from the Pabbly Connect. And on this parameter section it is asking me to enter the keys. So now I am going to enter my first key as service, and afterwards I am going to select the contact custom field based on this key. So now I am going to select my contact custom field as service as well, and now I am going to add some more fields over here. So here you can see I have added 3 more keys, that is location, date and full name, and according to these keys I have selected the contact custom field. Now we simply have to click over this test button, and here you can see we are receiving this pop-up which says API request successful. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect, and here you can see I'm successfully receiving the response, that is responsive, with all the fields which I have recently entered over the API request. So with this we are done with our trigger setup. Now we just have to set up our action app. So for that you simply have to click over this add new actions tab button, and you will be landed to the action setup page where I am going to select my action app as Google Sheet, as I want to save my data over there. And the next I am going to select my app event as add new row. Now we simply have to click over this connect button and we will be landed to the connection page of Google Sheet. And if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection button, and here you have to sign up with your Google account. And if you already have an existing connection, you can simply use this, that is select existing connection, where your connection has been already chosen. Now we simply have to click over the save button for saving this connection. And here, as I have selected my connection, I am getting some of the fields, and the first field I am getting is for selecting the spreadsheet, which is already selected as home service bookings. And I have already shown you the Google Sheet I have created for saving the response, which can be seen here, named as home service bookings, which is already selected over the Pabbly Connect. And afterwards we are getting the field that is select sheet, which is already selected. And now we are getting some of the fields. So now we have to map all these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is the real magic here. Mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step. So in this case, our previous step is Pabbly Chatflow. So now I am going to map all these data so that I don't have to enter my values again and again, as mapping makes the field dynamic. So now I am going to map my full name from the response which I am receiving from the Pabbly Chatflow. So I have mapped it, and afterwards I am going to map the location, which I have already mapped, and now I am going to map my service also, and at last I am going to map the date. So here I have mapped my all fields. Now as soon as I will receive the response, these fields will be replaced with every new response. Now we just have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response. Now let's move on to my Google Sheet to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. And here you can see I am successfully receiving the contact custom field, which I have recently created or added over the API request, that is full name, location, service and date. So here you can see we are successfully receiving the response. Now as soon as my user will provide me the answer of the questions, the response will be saved over this Google Sheet. So now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here we have to click over the save button for saving this response, and afterwards I am going to add my status fallback. So status fallback is the final message which we are going to send to our customers after saving the data. So for that you simply have to drag and drop and select text button over here, and now I am going to enter a thank you or the confirmation message for my customers. So here you can see I have entered this thank you or the confirmation message, where you can see this $date. So this is the contact custom field which we have recently selected over the question where I'm asking for the date. So now as soon as my user will provide me the date, the response will be replaced in this message, and we will be able to send personalized message. So in this way you can send personalized message to your customers by just using Pabbly Chatflow. So now we are done with the creation of our flow. Now we just have to save this flow. So for that you simply have to click over the save button, and here you can see we are receiving this pop-up which says flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. Now for showing you how we are receiving message from our customer and how we are sending them the automated reply, let me take you towards my inbox section. For that you simply have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar, and we will be landed to the inbox page, where you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account, and on this particular number you can see I'm successfully receiving message from my customers, and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. And here one point is to be noticed, that this is following the path which we have created through a flow, means if a user sends us a message, we are going to send them a welcome message with the list, and if my user selects any of the list items, we are going to ask them a question regarding the location. So here you can see our chatbot is working properly. So you can also create an amazing chatbot like this for your own business. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Chatflow now. And if you want to practice this flow, you can find its link in the description given below, and you can also share that link with your friends so that they can also know about this automation. So for sharing the link, you just have to go to flows, and here you can see this is the flow I have recently created named as schedule home services fast on WhatsApp. So for sharing the link, you just have to click over these three dots, and here you can observe that we are getting this option for sharing the workflow. So you just have to select it, and you will be getting your flow link. So you can share this with your friends so that they can also automate their all tasks and learn about Pabbly Chatflow. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and chatbots like this. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.